Hey everybody, your friendly math tutor here with our YFMT SAT math course preview. So, our Unit 13 is on probability and statistical analysis, and this is more of a statistical analysis problem. So it has to do with margin of error. So what I care about is, so we did some kind of quality control test with a random sample, and based on the results, so first of all we had a sample of 100, we had a mean of 5 and a margin of error of 1.4. Okay, so that means that the mean of the sample was 5, and the margin of error is the margin of error we would have when we kind of project that sample mean to the population mean. So we'd be off by about 1.4 grams or up to 1.4 grams in each direction, right? Again, that would be like a plausible mean of the population would be within 1.4 grams of 5. All right. Now, what happens when we make a sample and we increase the sample size? We want to think about what the mean and margin of error would likely be true. So there is no way we could possibly know what's going to happen with the mean, whether it's going to be bigger or smaller than 5. So A and B are just out. So it really comes down to what's going to happen with the margin of error. So this is a concept that's important that we know. So the margin of error is kind of like, again, how far off are we? And what's going to happen is the bigger the sample size, the smaller the margin of error, right? You ask 3 people something, that's not as reliable as asking 300 people, right? If you find out that 20% or something, whatever percentage you're looking at is much, stronger when we get more people. Or look at the example of like a mean. If you take 3 people and measure their heights and say, oh, this is just the mean of everybody in the school, or you do 300 people, your margin of error is going to be significantly less the more people you get. All right, so it just turns out that the margin of error for the second test is going to be smaller because there is a larger sample size. So that's really the concept. All right, so larger sample size, smaller margin of error. Smaller sample size, larger margin of error. All right? Hope that helped.